Hey everybody, welcome to our Love Over Pizza launch today. So we are celebrating a book birthday of my latest Love Over Pizza, A Sweet Romance. It is Southern fiction and it is around the holidays. So if you didn't get enough of the Christmas season, you can continue on in my world. So I just want to tell you guys first, thanks for joining me here. I can't wait to talk with you about the behind the scenes of Love Over Pizza. I will let you know that I told my husband downstairs, if your hand starts itching, you know we're talking about you. So I'm sure it's already started. So that's what we're going to be sharing today. And giveaways and our favorites. And I'm just here to get to know you better and just thank you for celebrating with me. So if you want to drop in the chat where you're from, I want to let you guys know that we've got YouTube, Facebook, my author page, and we have Twitch going on right now. So if you see me talking to like all these different people, there's no like ghost in the machine. They may be on different platforms. So we have Struggling Blessed But Not Alone. She's here with us today. And our writer du Rosier. Hooray, it is party time. Yes, it is. I'm so super excited. I just woke up this morning just with this expectation. And yes, it is Super Bowl. Funny that when I first planned this, it was at 7 o'clock at night. And Solomon was like my son. He's like, Mom, what are you doing? You're watching the Super Bowl with me. And I jumped on really fast and changed all my banners and the events and everything to 2 p.m. I was like, I don't even know what I was thinking. I just know 7's my lucky number. That's what I chose for our book launch day. Try to say that. And forgetting about the Super Bowl. So yay, Tish is here. She's over on YouTube. Thank you, Tish. All right, so let's get this party going. I have made some slides for you guys because I just love showing some pictures. So I'm going to make sure that you guys can see everything. I'm not going to be able to see the chat when I'm showing the pictures, but I will come back. Yes, I'm telling you, Solomon came to the rescue. All right, so guys, I just want to tell you that when I started writing Love Over Pizza, the name of the title hit me right away when I was in chapter 1. And Pepper Pines was talking to her best friend, Jessica, and Jessica's my niece's name, and her last name is Hinton, which is my work best friend, Tanya Hinton's last name. So I mashed them together. So Pepper was talking to Jessica, and she was like, it's love over pizza. That's where I'm at. And I mean, she said it's pizza over love. Any day, I'll take pizza over love. And so I wanted to play around with that and change it around and say, okay, let's just get real. We know the truth about you, Pepper. We know that you secretly are looking for love. And then here is my love. Guys, I want to show you. This was me and Eli this year. 2020. At the end of the year, we took a picture together and I was going through my pictures, like what is our most recent one? So this is me and my love. And he is actually the inspiration behind Love Over Pizza, our love story. So when I talk with you guys about, I'm going to go back to the chat because you guys got to see my good looking husband. I'll share it in a minute, but I'm going to stop my screen. Oh, thank you. I'm going through the chat. Listen, Nick is here. He's waiting for the Super Bowl, but thanks, Nick, for joining us. So you guys, Eli and I, we met online. So I want to tell you guys the story about how we met. Now, in A Magical Christmas Wedding, which was another holiday romance that I wrote, that really honored my mom and dad's their love story. And so when she travels back in time, of course, she's got to go back to 1955 because that was the year that my parents got married, and they were married for 52 years. So I wanted to honor them in that way. So I wrote my first, I'm going to say, Hallmarkish book, Sweet Romance, to help me get through the holiday season. Come to find out, I think I needed that writing a lot more than I would have ever guessed, because then I wrote Offbeat, which is also another sweet romance around the holiday season. And so when December was approaching again, and this was in December 2020, I knew that I needed to focus on my writing during the holiday season that could help get me through, cope with, missing my mom during the holiday season. And Love Over Pizza was born. So Tish was eating pizza while she was reading Love Over Pizza. What are y'all ordering? Yep, we're going to order pizza too. We're getting veggie pizzas today and pepperoni, mushrooms. So I'm already calling it. See, Tish is having it. She had it yesterday. We had wings for the fights last night. So we had to kind of think about our range of junk. And Solomon made wings with homemade sauce. Amazing. All right. Okay. So we digressed. So this is the story about Eli and I. So I want to share my screen again and show you guys something so you guys can laugh and look at this later. Okay. Let me introduce you to my soulmate. This was made July 16th. 2015. This was me and Eli on our first date, and I captured it. It's only a minute long, so you guys, after the party, y'all could go and watch how cheesy I am and how red in the face I am, and just how excited that on our first date we knew that we were soulmates. And I have to tell you guys more about that. So let me go back. So yeah, it's love. It was like amazing love. Oh, Jen's here. Jen, love you. There we go. And look, see, pizzas are ordered. Look, cheese pizza, the toaster oven night. Ann is here. Ann's over on Twitch. So thank you guys all for joining me. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. We got you guys covered wherever you live. Oh yeah. It's a minute long. If you really want to see my face get red, I mean, it's getting red now talking about it, Michelle, but if you want to watch that cheesy video, you can go look it up on my YouTube channel. He knew that I had a YouTube channel. You know what he was getting into. Okay, so I want to share with you guys what happened with this whole first date deal. So Eli and I met online on a platform called Zoosk. I don't know if you guys had ever heard of that, but yes, I had been on Match, eHarmony. I had been on, those different dating websites. And then one of my friends, she said, "Oh, you need to go to this place called Zoosk." And I'm like, "Okay, so is it like Christian Mingle?" Because I had been there. They're like, "No, you just go to Zoosk." I felt like the Holy Spirit was handling all of that and speaking through my friend. So I got on the platform Zoosk and I put my picture up there, and I'm probably all, am I really so red in the face? Yeah, I can feel it. And so all of a sudden, this red rose popped up, and it was from this guy who's super cute. And I was like, okay, so we'll start seeing what's happening. So we're chatting. Next thing you know, we're doing Google Meets, Google Hangouts. We're online talking. And he's like, okay, we need to meet. And so we decided to meet halfway, which is Fayetteville, North Carolina. And I love the downtown Fayetteville. Just the streets are gorgeous and they've got great restaurants. So we chose an Italian place. So where do you think Love Over Pizza is coming from? So we went to this Italian place, and the day of getting ready, I was a nervous wreck because I cannot pick out clothes. Like, that is something I am like, y'all, this is my dog-eared book sweatshirt. If you've never heard of dog-eared books, go look them up. It's the best bookstore in the world. Like, I'm in my pajamas right now. Like, if I could have went on a date with pajamas, that would have been really cool, but that's just not acceptable. We could change the world if we make it. But my friend was like, okay, I got you into this. We're going to take you shopping. So my friend took me to Belk department store, and we're walking around in Belk's, and I get a necklace and this dress, and I don't even wear sleeveless ever. I've never worn that dress again. And I'm all dressed up, curled my hair, and I'm curling my hair, and the doorbell rings. And I'm like, who in the world could that be? I wasn't expecting anybody. And I go to the door, and there is a red rose in this big, beautiful box. I open it up, and it is a gift from Eli. And I have like an hour left to get up and go because I'm getting ready. It's like, how did it come in such perfect timing? And I'm looking at this rose, and I'm like, this is the sweetest thing ever. Because that was the first thing that he sent to me was this red rose on Zeus. Like, I guess they have little icons that you could get and send. And so he sent me this red rose. Absolutely just was like floored. Okay, I was like, this guy, he's super romantic. I'm like, okay, this is going to be new. So I pull up. I know, it's like beautiful. Michelle said, ooh, Eli, with that timing. Yes. So I pull up at the restaurant. I'm just like all jittery. And I'm standing there, and he pulls up across the street. And I'm standing on one of those really beautiful like lamp posts, and there's the benches, and it's just so cool down there. And I'm standing there, and he gets out of his car. And y'all, I could just, like, I can see him now. He had on teal. So I'm wearing teal today. He wore a teal dress shirt and a tie. He's taking off his sunglasses, looking all handsome. He slides out of the car, and he starts walking my way. And in that moment, I knew. And he came across the street. He didn't say a word. I didn't say a word. I'm just going to tell y'all. We kissed like right then. Like, it was just kiss, boom. That was it. We didn't even talk. There was no room to talk. And he just took my heart. And that was our first date. And he told me that he loved me. And that was all she wrote. Because we were married in September of the same year. So we met in July, we were married in September, and this is our 6th year together. And I just love him so. So I wanted to share, because now you guys kind of know how I feel about love over pizza. So every book that I write, it's special in its own way. It's honoring someone in my family, or I always will jot names in there or places. And I picked Jackson, North Carolina, which was fictional, but it's really Maxton, North Carolina, because that's my hometown. That is my dearest, lovely place that I miss so much. So if anybody is watching this from Maxton, you guys, I love y'all. And so I built this small town feel. Again, I called it right outside of Raleigh, but it's really a few hours away from the big city. And it just represents my heart and the things that I love, including pizza. But it's really a testament to how, if you have no fear and take a chance and trust in the Lord, and the timing is all right, it will work out. That's all I'm saying. So guys, I love y'all. I just had to share with y'all the love story from the beginning. Anne said you answered a question I had when I was reading it last night. She's on chapter 13. I love it. So now I'm like, okay, wonder what the question is. Here, I've just turned to chapter 13, and like, let me see. Oh, hey, Tina. Tina, love you. Thanks for everything that you did for Solomon in pre-K. And look, he's a freshman in college now. So good to have you here. So let's see. And speaking of teachers, I had to show, but so Pepper is a teacher. She's a kindergarten teacher in the book because you guys know that I have been teaching for 21 years. And so what better way to honor my profession and all of our teachers out there? Um, yeah, so kindergarten teacher. Oh, so Anne, yes, I know. I'm proud of him too. He's my love. So Anne said, is Jackson a real town or it was fictional? Yes, just answered that one. It's based on Maxton, my hometown. So Cupid's Connection. Someone asked me, was this a real place? Like, no, I made all that up. I love redbirds. I had to put redbirds all throughout the book because that's another inspiration from my mom. Like every time we would see a redbird, my mom would say, you're going to have good luck today. I don't know if anybody else has heard that saying or you guys do that. I'd love for you to put in the chat right now if you've ever heard that about redbirds. But also North Carolina, we're a cardinal state. But oh, look, Lydia's here. She figured it out. I'm so you're here with coffee, Lydia. So every room in my house like actually has something with a red bird on it. See, Tish? Okay. My grandma said the same thing. So I collect red birds and I have them in every single room because when I walk through that room, when I see this red bird, I think about my mom. So Tish said that Redbirds Cardinals brings good luck. Yep. So this one I love. I keep this one on my desk. God whispers to our souls and speaks to our hearts. And the reason why this one is on my desk where I do my writing is because I do feel like the Lord fuels me with the passion to keep continuing in this work, in this author life. And I always feel these little secret whispers here. And when I do, I just follow the leads of the characters. So yes, my characters, they do talk to me. Lydia said, no redbird tradition, but it's cute. Yeah, redbirds, totally. Every room in my house, like even in my kitchen, like there's redbirds everywhere, even the bathroom. Yes, Tina. Tina said there's also means a visit from someone in heaven when you see a red bird. Okay, Tish has got a haiku coming on. Tish, write us one. Tish is a poet. Tish, write us a haiku and I will put it up. Share it to us in the chat and I will keep it forever to celebrate love over pizza. So when you're reading the book, and if you see some quirky little things in there, how she likes to take pictures if she's in a parking deck because she knows she's going to get lost. So she like surrounds herself by pictures and that's what I do. But there are a lot of different things throughout the book that are totally me. I'm going to just go ahead and let you know. So if you get to a place and you get like Anne and you say, wait, I've got questions I want to know, just send me an email, jenlowrywrites@gmail.com and say, okay, I'm on chapter 13. I got a question. Is this a real place? Because this is a really cool place and I really want to go to Geo's. Someone asked me that already, like, do I order from Geo's and is it a place? And I was like, nope, made all of that too. She said, the voices of your characters sounds like the murmurs I heard in the rain last night. And I love that so much. It's one thing. Thank you, Anne. Anne's going to text me. So I love that, guys. When I'm reading a book, characters are the thing for me. You know, drop it all. Give me a character that I can fall in love with. And the minute that Pepper came to me, I fell in love with her. And of course, her last name Pines is because we have so many pine trees in North Carolina. I don't know if you guys have ever heard In the Pines. Oh, look, Jessica. Jessica, I love you so much. She's stealing Wi-Fi to watch. Jessica, I named a character after you. Best friend is crazy, bold, lovely, the best around. Jessie is in this book, so I'm just letting you know. I love you so very much. That's my niece, Jessica. She's in today on Facebook. All right, guys. So I don't know if you got to hear mine and Eli's love story, but you know it already. And Eli loves you dearly too. So there's me and Eli. You guys got to go and check out. I'm going to drop it in the chat. So you guys, if y'all want to go and watch this cheesy video, then you guys can watch it later. Just put it up and just watch it later because it's absolutely so cheesy. And then if you guys want to see us on one of our dates right after that of us zip lining and me screaming across the tops of trees, there you go. And so I always do like to set a lot of my books around mountain scenes. I don't know, I just love the mountains. So I wanted to share that one with you guys too. Oh, Anne said when she was reading Love Over Pizza last night, it was raining really hard and I thought I heard something or someone murmuring, but I couldn't understand what was being said. But I ended up writing another poem about that this morning. Anne is a poet too, guys. I love surrounding myself by my author creative friends. Love you guys. So I'll tell you that after Eli and I got married in 2015, I wasn't writing much. I was doing my everyday mom challenge, keeping up with my nonfiction work and my Bible devotionals for moms. And this lady, she gifted me this image and it just hit me. I was like, wait a minute, this could be the couple that meets in this online dating world. And so it's this image here that really like set that thought of the book in my mind. And I'm going to tell you where the book ideas also were inspired by. And that was, of course, this movie. Who can guess it? If you can guess the movie that I love, that I watch every single year, your name is going to go in for a raffle, for a drawing. And I'm going to check all the chats and I'm going to name the winners at 4 o'clock on my Facebook author page. So if you guys could put in your chats wherever you're watching right now, what is the movie that I love and I watch every single year at Christmas time? Let's see if you can get it. Let me see if you get it. And then you can look at other people if they're putting it in a chat because I know Tish knows this one. Tish is over. Tish is over. Oh, yep. Yep. So go ahead and drop it wherever you are. Go ahead and put it in the chat. So guys, I want to tell you that I have watched You've Got Mail every single year for years. I had the soundtrack, absolutely love it. How many of you like still watch You've Got Mail and just swoon over that story? So I will let you guys know that You've Got Mail, to me, is just a classic. But there is one that I absolutely love that it's from, and it's called A Shop Around the Corner. So my dad loved old movies. So my dad, he had found out about Shop Around the Corner and he got it for me. He ordered it online, and I have the VHS. This is how old it is. And my dad and I got together, and we watched Shop Around the Corner. And it is where the original You've Got Mail. You've Got Mail was based on. So it's kind of like the remake. So, oh my goodness, we have someone with us. Let's all start screaming. Lydia has never seen You've Got Mail. You must see this movie. Oh, love it so much. And so when I was writing You've Got Mail, I had the best book to read, and that was Accepting. Shopaholic. Well, to remember, we're getting there. Tish is screaming at you in the chat. You must watch You've Got Mail. Yes. So, as part of my research, I was actually, was that Julie Garland in Shop Around the Corner? Let's see. I'm going to Google it really. Margaret Sullivan. and Jimmy Stewart. So absolutely love it so much. So you definitely have to watch Shop Around the Corner if you've got mail. Yes, Shop Around the Corner, Jimmy Stewart. Yes, well then if you love that one, you're gonna love You've Got Mail. Yes, you've got to. Shop Around the Corner is now, yes, that's what You've Got Mail is kind of patterned off of. Yes, love Shop Around the Corner. So, I'm going to go back and I'm going to share my screen. And I promise, guys, when you do these giveaways, I've got some really cool giveaways, and I will reach out to you if you are a winner. And I'm going to post it up. I'm going to do a share at 4 o'clock. That way I can get everyone's comments. Oh yeah, Lydia's making plans. We're going to have a lot more plans. So I was beta reading for one of the best authors ever, in Michelle DeRosier, who was here, and she had written Accepting Elijah's Heart. So I was reading sweet romance, inspirational romance, while I was writing Love Over Pizza. I was all into reading books on my library card, but I was in the movie watching time with Eli. So while I was actually working on Love Over Pizza, I will tell you, we watched You've Got Mail again. We were watching The Lake House. So if you've not seen The Lake House by Sandra Bullock, please put that one on your list. We watched The Proposal with Sandra Bullock. We watched While We Were Sleeping with Sandra Bullock. So kind of, you now know who my favorite actress is. But we were just watching love story after love story. And I will tell you, we got some really great ones off of Amazon Prime. So you guys can drop some other love stories that you might like to watch. But this one is throughout the book. And this one honors Eli because this is Eli's favorite movie. It's a Wonderful Life. He has to watch it every single year. And my mom has an angel room, and it actually has bells all the way around the perimeter because she believed in that if you hear a bell, an angel gets its wings. So that is from It's a Wonderful Life. And so in Love Over Pizza, I will let you guys know that they have their movie night together, and they're watching It's a Wonderful Life before something happens and it all kind of goes wrong. But that's what they're watching in the book, because if you've not seen it, maybe that would inspire you to go out and watch It's a Wonderful Life, because that's what happened when I was watching You've Got Mail. Do you guys remember the book reference in You've Got Mail? Let me see if anybody can put that in the chat. Let's see. Oh, we've got one. Tish has a haiku. Wings of a redbird soars beyond the heavens' realms, blessed by an angel. Tish, I'm getting yours, and I'm getting Anne's, and I'm going to post them up, and I'm going to share them out on social media later, if you don't mind. Oh, Anne said she would love to go into that room and ring all the bells because bells and chimes are her favorite sounds. Yes, Anne. So there is reference to that throughout the book. There is a part where you'll hear bells ringing, and the mom, a little tradition that the mom would do. She would call it out when the bell would ring, when they would get a new customer. So all that's in Love Over Pizza. And it's to honor my mom's movie, It's a Wonderful Life, and Eli's favorite movie, It's a Wonderful Life. So I did want to share with you guys the inspirations behind that. And the book that they mention in You've Got Mail, and Meg Ryan's character, she's carrying it around, and she puts a rose in the book when she goes to try to meet her online love, and it's Pride and Prejudice. And I'm going to be quite honest with you guys. Where I graduated high school, we did not read Pride and Prejudice. So I missed it. I missed it in college, missed it in my adult world. And so that movie made me go out, and now Pride and Prejudice is one of my favorite books of all time. I love it so much. And it was because of that movie that it introduced me to that book. So books can do that. Movies can do that. So maybe this one will get you guys going into the direction of It's a Wonderful Life and You've Got Mail. And Shop Around the Corner now that we're making a list. So here are Pepper's pets. So I want to tell you guys, I absolutely love Fettuccine. He has got such a big personality in this book. And Kate DiCamillo is my favorite author. She wrote Because of Winn-Dixie, and someone asked her once about her putting animals in all of her books. Like, if you look at the things, like, there'll always kind of be maybe an animal around somewhere in the world of her worlds that she creates. And I have found, like, with Offbeat, there was a snapshot of Rambo in Offbeat. I think with my books going forward, we may have that place. But because I can't have pets in real life, I can have pets that I absolutely love and adore as characters in my books. So this is Fettuccine, and I guess you guys can figure out why he's named that. But there is another story behind it. And then that is Basil, because she was a cat with green eyes. And there is something else about Basil. Um, and it's great that's on the cover. It's on the cover too. And my cover designer, who is absolutely amazing, Rachel Clark, designed the cover. Thank you so much, Rachel. She put Basil on the front and the back, and without even finishing the book and seeing the part where there is a very heartfelt part in the book where I don't want to give it all away, but Luca receives a note. And that note, his dad's advice is put basil on everything. So it's on the front, it's on the back. And Rachel didn't even know. So basil's on everything. And then she named her cat Basil. And what's good about it is that Luca's sister Angel was going to get him a cat. So they'll eventually, of course, share pets. That's where I see this book going. No spoiler alerts about the future. But these are Pepper's pets, and these are my darlings. So I want to show you guys. This is my Rambo, who I miss so much, and this is my Zoe. My black cat Zoe was Rambo's sidekick. And so when I was crafting my characters, I've got Fetty, who's pretty much alone. He's chilling though. He's chilling throughout the day. He's well cared for, and now he gets a best friend with a stray cat who comes their way. So I don't know about you guys, but my darling kind of Rambo kind of pushed into my heart when I was writing this, and Zoe showed right up beside him. So you guys, if y'all want to give like, oh, look, you love food names for characters. Look at there. Lydia, yes. But let me tell you, Anne already knows this story. So, oh, look, Michelle said Basil and Fettuccine's friendship is her favorite. Like, I absolutely love them. Like, you can already tell. Oh, I don't want to give it away, but you can kind of tell that Basil had been around a lot longer. That maybe she wasn't a stray. She was adopted by Fettuccine. They were friends for life. But yeah, I love them so much. So it was partly Sam's idea, because I came up with the idea to walk into the boys' room and say, guys, I'm starting a new book. I'm going to let you guys name the characters. And so Sam said he wanted the male's name to be Fettuccine. And I was like, well, I'll give you the male dog. We went back and forth for a few minutes. I was dying laughing. I was trying to see how I could get that thing to work and my 13-year-old to be satisfied. And because he wants to be a wildlife biologist and he's in love with animals, I was like, he would love an animal named Fettuccine. And so we came up with, on a live stream, Luca's name. And we were live streaming. We were just hanging out, me and my author friends, and we came up with Luca. We were going back and forth with names. And Gio's is named after my brother-in-law, Giovanni. So that is for my husband's brother, Gio, who we love so much. And every time we're around Gio or we talk to him on the phone, just you smile from the inside. Like, you just light up because you know Gio is just a cut up. He's just the best. So I love Eli's brother. He welcomed me from the very start. All his family did. But so Giovanni is the last name, and the pizza place is named Gio's. And thanks to my cover designer, I will tell you that um, this image here, she created Gio's, and I actually made a sweatshirt that I can now walk around with Gio's pizza logo on it. Like I'm working at Gio's because I'm sorry, but I would love to work at Gio's because you get free pizza if you work there. All right, guys. So right now I wanted to transition over and read some true love stories. Thanks to my author friend Tish Bouvier, who's in the YouTube chat. She came up with this wonderful idea. She was like, you know what? We could share love stories. So if you would like to drop some love stories right now, that would be amazing. And I received 3 entries of love stories that I get to read to you guys today. So you might, I've got my tissue ready if I need them because you guys know how tenderhearted I am. So I'm going to present so the screen can be bigger and you can see the screen. There are many people whom I love dear, and although my love story isn't ideal, it's perfect to me. But I have decided to write about who I am focused on at the moment, and it's about time, myself. I love me. I've had dark times where I was really mean to myself and sometimes didn't know how I could go on. As a mother, I have always been selfless and put my children and sometimes strangers before myself. I am learning that it is perfectly normal to be selfish when it comes to your own happiness. I will no longer live in the past and dwell on how I could have done things differently. I am working on my health and enjoying it. Sometimes we are way too hard on ourselves. Being married to a narcissist in the past, I just accepted that everything was my fault and there was something wrong with me. I am happy at what I have overcome. I don't regret the decisions I've made because it brought me to where I am today. Life is precious and short. Be nice and love yourself. Guys, I don't know about you guys, but that just warmed my heart so much. And often we can be so down on ourselves or have everything else such, a priority over us. But I want to tell you guys right now, you are loved. The Lord loves you. We love you. Thank you so much for sharing your special story with us. And Tish said that's one of the best kinds of love, self-love. Yes, good for you. God does not want you to not forgive yourself. Keep moving forward. Hugs to the person who wrote this about no longer being mean to yourself. Embrace yourself enough to love you. Good for you. You say it, sister, she said. So I love that you took time out to share your true love story. And I hope that all of us will take a time at this moment to say, I love me. Anne said, that sounds a little like me after 2 hard times in my life. Yes, so we can all post in the comments, I love me. Yes, we can all do it. We can all do it. All right, guys, I'm going to share my screen again. I love to read the chat. I wish it could like dual screen it all and I could see everything, but I'm working it the best that I can. So, guys, right now, I want to show you what the giveaways are going to be. So if you wrote, I love me in the comments, you guys, I'm putting your name in for a raffle and you get to choose off of the sign from the Love Over Pizza launch party. So I will message you and say, what number do you choose? And I will share with you again these numbers in this image. But number 1, you can win 2 journal books. Number 2, your own pizza stone, because a lot of you are already talking about getting pizza delivered. You will not believe how awesome it is to make pizza at home. Number 3, a pizza sign that says you can't buy happiness, but you can buy pizza, and that's kind of the same thing. Now, it's like an 8 by 10 sign. It's not like a huge, gigantic sign on the wall, but it's good for your office or your bookshelf. Or my favorite is the pizza mug. Jesus, coffee, pizza, naps. Yes, I love that mug. Eli found that today when we were online shopping for pizza products. So, all right, guys. Well, happy Valentine's Day. Look at what's coming around the corner. And because of Valentine's Day, I wanted to have this whole entire week to celebrate love, friendship, and just all that ooey gooey sweet romance that's out there in the world. And I wanted to make sure that you got your copy of Love Over Pizza. So if you would like a copy and you came to this party, send me an email and say, I need a copy of this book. And I will put you also in a drawing for Love Over Pizza to be given away. And I will gift you that ebook right away. All right, now we are on to our next love story. So I'm going to present my screen bigger so you guys can see it. So it's going to disappear. This love story is a heartfelt thank you to my grandpa, Calix, and to all the fathers and grandfathers who sacrifice every day for their families, especially those who are overlooked, disrespected, and disregarded by a world who measures their value by their net worth. The world can never see their true value, but we do. It's in the morals they instill in us. It's in the way they provide stability, care, and comfort, even from a distance. Happy Harper, Grandpa Comes Home is my forthcoming multicultural children's book dedicated to them, the immigrants, the boat people, the janitors, the cab drivers, the cafeteria workers, the school bus drivers, the day laborers, to all of the ones who work hard day in and day out to invest in a better future for their children and grandchildren. We see you. We appreciate you. We love you. Yes, I love it. I love it so much. Guys, right now in the chat, you guys have to tell and honor someone that you love, like right now. Someone that you love. It can be a friend, a pet, a spouse, a grandfather, a grandmother, an aunt, an uncle, someone that's been your teacher and mentor to you. Just drop someone, the first person that comes to your mind that you love. Oh, Lydia's got to go. Best of luck, wishes. Thank you, Lydia. Continue to pray for Love Over Pizza. So thank you so much for sharing your story about your grandfather. And if you guys want to go look up Happy Harper, we've got the author right here in the chat. She turned in one of these, and it was to honor her grandfather. And on Grandparents' Day, she is hoping that Happy Harper is going to be released and out into the world, and that is to honor her grandfather too. Look at that. Sherry's here. Sherry said, I love family. Hey, Sherry. Oh, I love my little girl, Sharon. She's my miracle baby. And we love Sharon too. Tell her hey. So please drop in someone that you love. And guess what that means? You get to be entered in. If you drop in the name of someone that you love, you get to choose one of that very author who wrote that about her grandfather, M. Michelle DeRosier, at Writer DeRosier. You guys can go follow her on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You get to choose either Accepting Elijah's Heart, Christmas at the Grand Pearl, or her book, Ruby Bridges. And so if you drop down someone that you love in the chat, then your name will be in for this giveaway. So, yay. Thank you, Michelle, for being here. I surprised her with this, and I said, I'm giving your book away today. So I love Accepting Elijah's Heart. Absolutely amazing book, guys. 5-star, along with Christmas at the Grand Pearl. 5-star. Ruby Bridges, 5-star. So she's such a dear, lovely woman for Jesus. And I just love you, Michelle, and thank you for all that you do for me. And she's been reading Love Over Pizza. Thanks for your support on that. All right, guys, we have our last one. And saved us, I have saved us one. Oh, we got one though. Wait, I've got to stop the screen. So this one's from Tish. So on Valentine's Day, the first time I told my hubby I love you, and he told me too. And 6 months later, we got married and still hold hands and chase each other around the couch slowly, though. That was good, Tish. Love it, love it. Oh, look at Anne. Anne's over on Facebook. Love you, Anne. My best friend Amanda and I met in a crowded high school hall. We saw each other and crossed through the sea of people to hug. When I asked if she wanted to be best friends forever, she said yes, and we've been best friends ever since. Love it. Love that story. Thanks for honoring Amanda and your friendship today. So, thank you. Thank you. All right, guys. I am now going to share my screen and I want to read our last entry of our true love stories. This was just the best idea, Tish. Thank you so much for giving it to me yesterday. And my friends came through. All right. I love this one. Love them all. It was definitely not love at first sight. As a college student at NC State University, I wanted to be a serious student. I sat on the front row, took impeccable notes, and nodded in agreement with each professor's lecture in the appropriate times. Meanwhile, there was this skinny, large-haired idiot that ended up in most of my classes. We were pursuing the same degree. I could not stand him. He sat on the back row, was overly familiar with the professors, and he even convinced one professor to move classes to Mitch's Tavern or outdoors, depending on the week. He wasted my time, and he took away from my education. I was thrilled at the thought of never seeing him again after graduation. After graduating, I landed my first teaching job. My new teacher friend wanted to take dance lessons Sunday nights at a local country bar. She did not want to go alone, so I agreed to tag along. She partnered up with a shy guy with a kind smile and unfortunate mustache. As I surveyed the room for a partner, my friend's dance partner noticed and introduced me to this muscular, handsome guy with Justin Ropers and a black hat. I was relieved and gladly joined him as his dance partner. We completed the lesson, and I returned for weeks to dance lessons and time with this guy. He finally asked me out, and we enjoyed several wonderful dates. We had fallen in love. After almost a month into our official boyfriend-girlfriend status, we talked in detail about the classes we took in college. In the middle of the conversation, I was struck with the horrifying fact that he was that guy. The guy I despised. He had in time started working out and he had gotten a proper haircut. In addition, I had changed. I was a brunette in college, but at this time, I was in a very blonde phase. I most certainly looked different. He had matured, and I had learned to become more playful and less serious. We had met in the middle. I suppose it might have been love at second sight with the man that became my husband. Absolutely love this story, guys. Love it so much. Oh, yes. So, Michelle said this needs to be a romance novel. Like, those kinds of love last forever. And Struggling Base But Not Alone said that happens to all of us at some time. Someone we just don't get along with, but you never know who they may turn out to be. Yep, God works through us. It's hilarious. I love that one. Not a large-haired idiot. This is such a great story. Yeah. Absolutely love it. Thank you guys for sharing your love stories with me and honoring someone that you love during our party. All right, I'm hopping back in. so I can share the screen. And so, because I love my author friend, Ann Harrison, she has written a poetry book, The Spirit of Creativity. And we know that one of the best gifts that we can give ourselves is the love of words. And Anne has done that for her. She has created this lovely poetry book. I am going to do a giveaway of her ebook or her Audible audiobook. So if you guys put in the chat right now your favorite all-time love movie, your romance movie of all time. We talked about these earlier. I shared some of mine because I am now continuing to want to celebrate movies this week during Love Over Pizza. So I can mention your favorite movie list. If you drop your favorite down at the bottom, and please let me know. Oh, Sabrina, that was okay. We watched Sabrina. Nick, we watched it. Eli's favorite, but he likes the new version. I like the old version. But we watched them both. Oh, yes, she is sweet. And that is. Yes, she is. Oh, Anne said she was trying to tell her story about the love that she has for her guide dog, but her messages got in moderation. Oh, got you. I got you, Anne. I got you in the giveaway. Tish said no fair, Nick. That's my favorite movie. Yep. See, Tish likes the young and the old. Sabrina's a good one. Yep. Loving the classics, Nick. For real. So I also love My Fair Lady. I'm a big Audrey Hepburn fan. I don't know if you guys love, oh gosh, Sleepless in Seattle, but we watched that one too. That one I could just watch over and over. So if you've never seen Sleepless in Seattle, you need to put that one on your list. And so when I was watching Sleepless in Seattle a long time ago, there was a movie reference in there. And it was the part I loved it. It's actually Tom Hanks's wife in real life. And they were doing this whole scene. And they mentioned this movie. And I had to go out and find Love Affair. I had to go out and find An Affair to Remember. Warren Beatty and his wife Annette Bening did the remake. But it's An Affair to Remember. If you've not watched that, classic. Got to put it on your list. Absolutely love that movie. So I've dropped that one in. I've given you guys something to go out and search. Thank you for talking about your favorite movies with me. All right. So now I'm going to come back over. So what's your favorite love story? What's your favorite book, your romance book? So I will have to give props to Nicholas Sparks. I have always loved Nicholas Sparks and A Walk to Remember. He's a North Carolina author. Lydia mentioned A Walk to Remember earlier, but this was the book that actually started me in my adult world, my adult life, writing again. So after I read Jamie's love story, I was like, you know what? I need to write now. This was the book that started it all. So I'm hugging A Walk to Remember right now. So I would love for you guys to tell me what's your favorite romance book. And hopefully you are reading Love Over Pizza right now, celebrating with me, or that might be on your list to read in the future. But if you drop down in the chat your favorite romance book, please know that it's going on my list if it's a sweet and a clean read. And I will put your name in for a new giveaway, and where you get to choose either 1, 2, 3, or 4, a journal, pizza stone, pizza sign, or a pizza mug. So drop it in the chat and let me know what's your favorite romance book. Ooh, I do not really like too many romance books or movies. Or you could drop in, The Time Traveler's Wife. Let's think. I will still, since you made a comment in the chat, don't despair. I will still put you in for the drawing. So Love Jones, I've got to look that one up. Heart and Souls. Yes, Anne. Oh, I know. I've seen that one. Love that one. What's your favorite romance book? A Walk to Remember. There it is. Yes. I love that one. I'm going back up and I'm looking at the chat. The Thornbirds. Oh, I remember that, Tish. Tammy's in Love. Oh, wow. Sherry, I used to watch those too. So, guys, I know that there are champs out there that love Twilight, and those are others that may not. So this is our Love Over Pizza party. I will just let you guys know I am a huge Twilight fan. Absolutely loved Midnight Sun. That is one of my favorite series books. And I do say, oh, yep, Tish loves Twilight too. Tish and I have that in common. So I'm huge with that. Never Let Go by Elizabeth Goddard. She's the one who inspired me to write Christian romantic suspense. Awesome, Anne. So Kathy Fawcett, Milla Holt, Elizabeth Trent. We got us some names. And what's so cool is I can go back and look at all the chats and write them down, and I'm getting myself a list. When I interviewed Lisa Regan the other day, she wrote The Vanishing Girls, which is a thriller. I look at my list. Like, it's like all of a bubble. I can't wait of all the list of people now I have to read. Look, I have romance in my book, and I cannot wait to read your book. Oh my gosh, A Tale of Ashes is coming out in April. You got to drop down the exact date. I cannot wait. Praying Anna's going to be on the show. Tony Shiloh's and Unlikely Shiloh's An Unlikely Proposal. Oh, it's cute. We got another book recommendation. So I just love books all the time. Trying to read all the time. So please send me some really good ones. I'm now in the thriller world because I'm going to be working on edits with the Sunday Killer soon. Oh yes, The Notebook and The Guardian by Nicholas Sparks. Read them both. Been in the Road, Knights of Rodanthony. I just love Nicholas Sparks back in the day. So my mom was a Danielle Steele reader. I don't know if you guys have ever read any of her work, but when I was a teenager, I could not get enough, and we would switch books. We were swapping them. And I read one of my favorites from her. It was called Star, and I loved it. And there is another one that I want to find. I need this book, and I cannot remember the name of it. It's a Danielle Steele book, so if you guys know about it, you guys got to help me with the name. But it's about a girl who falls in love with this guy, and he's rich, but they have to do something with her face. They give her reconstructive surgery. It's the craziest book, but I loved it so much. It was a mystery. It was romance. That was my favorite one, and I cannot remember it. I don't think it was Star. I think it was named something else. But anyway, The Promise. See how the Holy Spirit works? Now, okay, I'm going to go Google that one. I get so excited when I talk about books. The Promise, Danielle Steele. I'm going to go and buy that book. I must get this book. The Promise. I want to reread that. It came out in 1989. I was 14 years old reading, his wealthy mother's disapproval. Minutes before their wedding, a terrifying accident and a cruel deception separate Michael and Nancy. Each pursue a new life, but eventually nothing and no one can keep them apart as they keep their vow to never say goodbye. Absolutely love that book growing up. Yes, it's The Promise. Love it. Oh, Anne's walking the dog. Happy book birthday. Thank you, Anne. Thank you. All right, guys, we are almost finished with our party. I want to close out with some songs and kind of share with you my screen again. So Pepper and Luca's love song. I actually sent this to Michelle the other day. So Eli dedicated a song to me. Love that man. And I have a playlist for Love Over Pizza that you can see. It just has that one song on it and the official book trailer. But it's a song called Prayed for You. Absolutely beautiful. Love the lyrics. So, guys, I am building this playlist and I am building it today. And I would love it if you would drop your favorite love song so I can add it to the list. So, I'm looking for clean lyric love songs that you just absolutely love. And I am going to build a huge Love Over Pizza playlist. So, you guys have got to drop it in to share your favorite love song with me, and then you will be entered in for another one of our big giveaways where you get to choose either 1, a journal, 2, the pizza stone, 3, the sign, or 4, the coffee mug. So share your favorite love song during our live event. So please let me know what your favorite love song is. I have so many. So first time ever I saw your face, that's it. It's going on. It's going on. Redeemed. We got them. So drop in your favorite love songs. Unchained Melody. Yes, Tish, it's on there. At Last by Anna James is going to be on there. That's actually a song in the book. And I will tell you, songs have got to show up in all my books. Y'all know how much I love music. But there is a singer, a country singer, and an actress that showed up in my book. And that is Reba McEntire. I actually messaged her. Did get a response back, but I let her know that she is Tangy in the book. That's just who showed up, and it was over Circle G. So Tangy is over Circle G Club. It's like a all exclusive women's club in the town, and she's also running the Circle G Inn. So, Michelle is dropping in her romance novel book soundtrack. She said there's tons of her favorites on there. So I will get to go through hers. But I've got to definitely pick some country songs in here for Tangy, and they're going to be some Reba McEntire songs, and I have to put Alabama in there, close enough to perfect for me. And I've got to put some Alabama music, and I got to put some Randy Travis. Got to do Randy Travis for my mama. So just to let you guys know that is going to be a very eclectic list that I cannot wait to put together, because music is something that just lights up my world. So I wanted to make sure that you guys had a chance to help me add to that. Oh, You Are So Beautiful. Yes, that's Tim's favorite. It's going on there. But Anne said she's just got way too many. Give me one, Anne. Just give me one to put on the playlist then. It's for Love Over Pizza. And if you have to think about it, Eli, I think it was last week, he said, this is my song and I'm dedicating it to you. And it's prayed for you. And I said, okay, that's going to be the theme song probably for every book that I make for the rest of my life. That's the Sweet Romance. Because Eli dedicated that one to me. So Prayed for You is my song. So my Valentine is from Martina McBride. That one is definitely going on there. I actually sang that one to Eli when we were dating. So yeah, as cheesy as that might be, I sure did. So guys, I want to thank you for joining me for our book launch party for Love Over Pizza. It is Southern. It's during the Christmas season, and it's definitely a love story that I hope that you will fall in love with and share out with your family and friends. So I just wanted to read to you guys the premise of the book. This is what authors call that book blurb, what you see on Amazon. And it's Pepper Pines is back in Jackson, North Carolina, and settling in after graduating college. Her classroom is just the way she envisioned it, but her social life isn't. Pepper's best friend Jessie convinces her that Cupid's Connection, a popular online dating site, might have her Mr. Right. Luca Giovanni is trying his best to run the pizza shop his parents left him and be his sister Angel's keeper. Angel signs Luca up to Cupid's Connection without him knowing, because she feels he's ready for love but just doesn't take the time away from his business to date. Both find out what really matters, how to let go and lean in, and discover that pizza is better shared with those you love. I want to give a special shout out to my editor, Sally Shoup. She's been amazing. Thanks to my WWJs, our Writing Warriors for Jesus, for supporting me always. And thanks to my family and friends and my dear readers. Thank you so much, Aunt Dot, for always staying with me and being my biggest cheerleader. Of course, Aunt Dot is featured in this book again. She's a Circle G and a business owner. Y'all are the best, and I love you guys. So thank you so much for, Lydia's back, for joining me at the party. And the Broken Road. Look, that one is my love song to Solomon, and Samuel's love song is Amazing Grace. Oh, Lydia, we are dropping in our favorite love songs. We got tons already, so you've got to put it in the chat, Lydia. What's your favorite love song? And it's Prayed for You is the song that Eli dedicated to me last week, and so that became the Love Over Pizza song. And I'm building up that playlist. I'm going to share out the playlist later, so you guys will get to see your picks. Oh, yay. Thank you so much, Struggling Blessed, but not alone. You're so welcome. Thank you for being you. God bless you. Guys, y'all go over and follow on Twitter, Struggling Blessed, but not alone. Put Facebook. Go ahead and you can put links in so we know how to connect with you. And her YouTube channel. Angel by Casting Crowns. Oh, I love that. Yep. Keep them coming, guys. So, guys, if you don't have any other questions for me, it is 3:06. Football's about to come on soon. Y'all can let me know who y'all are going to be cheering for. Tish already knows that I'm going for the Chiefs. Solomon is taking the road where he says it doesn't matter who wins. It'll be good either way. Yay. Tish, thank you, Tish. Tish just wished me congratulations and happy book birthday. Absolutely. Thanks again, Rachel, for look at that. Look. Love it. Thank you, Michelle. And thanks for sending me that video of interior design and how it all came out. That one was a tricky chore. But, thank you. Never heard Good Morning Beautiful. That one's going to be on the list to listen to, adding it to the playlist. So, all right, guys, I love y'all. Endless Love. See, Sherry's got a new one. I love that song. Love it. So that's why I need all of you guys to help me build playlists, because putting them all together, it's going to make a beautiful soundtrack and a testament to love. All right, guys, I'm signing off. I will see you guys later. Bye. Thanks for coming. 4 o'clock.